Well, good day, viewers, and welcome to Noel's Garden Tractors and Firewood. And today is another Sunday gone by, or a week has gone by, that is for sure. Quick as that, Sundays seem to come around pretty quick. So it's cloudy today, and it was supposed to be wet today, but it's not so far, not too bad. Not very warm out for May 12th, Sunday, May 12th, and I'm still burning wood. Because it's a fireside chat, we have the fire on today. And that's how much wood I got left. Anyhow, today is kind of a special day because today is Mother's Day. And hopefully everybody is having a chat with their mother, or spending the day with her, or calling her, or sending her a letter, or even just go for a visit at the gravesite. So that's what I've got to do. 22 years ago today, my mother, she was in not a nursing home, but like a community care home. And she had been having some troubles and stuff. Anyway, we went to see her on Mother's Day, like I say, 22 years ago. And she was looking great. She had some makeup on, and she was out in the kitchen doing something, and they were allowed in that place where the residents could go around as if it was their own home. But there were people there to help them with their dinners and whatever they needed help with. So anyway, we all went for a visit, the family and I, and that was good. So on a Sunday, so Monday came and things turned a little bit on the worse side. And by Tuesday, she was in the hospital, and by Saturday, she was dead. And just as quick as that. And on the Sunday and Mother's Day, I thought that she was going to come around and be good. Anyway, that's just how quick it can happen. So 22 years, she's been gone. On May 18th coming up, she'll be 22 years passed away. So, there you go. So what's going to go on here today? I got a little handful of notes here, I guess. So, what done this week, it says. Well, even that I can't. I wrote down some stuff, but I can't remember it all. So, the Massey Ferguson 7 still isn't working. I did have it out the other day, and it kind of worked not too bad, but still not quite right. And I haven't started it since, so I don't know if it'll even start. But I did get the gas leak fixed. That was from the gas tank, the shut-off valve. I just took the valve apart and I put an O-ring in the valve, and that fixed up that. So no more leak anyway. So maybe tomorrow I'll get at this, because I got to get my own grass cut here now pretty well. It's getting to that point where it needs a cut, but not necessarily all of it. And I may end up using the case, I think. Mr. Case, and I may be on the case tomorrow for grass cutting. What else have we got here? Oh yes, well you probably know about this anyway, but the leaking beeping chainsaw is in its final resting place. That's where it's going to sit. And there's the pan that it was sitting on. Finally got that cleaned up. Holy cats, that chain oil is hard to clean out. It's not just like normal oil, that stuff. It's sticky, and it's hard to clean out with anything. So once it gets into something, it's not easy to get it out of. These are the neighbors next door, if you can see there or not. You might be able to hear. Here they are, got a wood chipper there. They're chewing up a bunch of branches there today. And a lot of it good firewood. Some pieces are 6-7 inches around, and they're throwing it in the chipper. Anyway, that's the way it is. So they're all excited today there, I guess so. I don't know what's going on. That's why it's doing it today, but anyway. Yeah, so the wood pile's getting down. And what else is going on here? What else is going on here? Let me look at my notes, I guess. Oh, I had the home light saw. The home light saw used to sit up there where the leaking beeping is. And the home light sat there for 15 years. So last year I got it down and kind of got it cleaned up. I was just going to use it for a display thing. But anyway, it ended up working. So I had a couple of problems with it in the last year. But I did use it here this past week, I think it was. And geez, the thing worked great. So, and I made up a wood stand, I guess you'd call it, something that will stand up against a pile of 8-foot logs, and then I can roll the 8-foot logs toward it. And I tried that this week too, and it worked out not too bad, but I didn't have it secure enough. And when I moved some logs, it pushed the stand back and away. So I got to have it more secure, but I think it's going to work. And the idea of it is I can just stand and saw down through the logs, and I don't have to be bending over to cut them. So anyway, that's another new thing on the go. I got to figure out how to secure it so it doesn't move. What else did we do? Oh, we cut the grass at my son's place yesterday, and some of it was too long, and some of it didn't seem to make any difference cutting it. So that's the kind of point we're at here now with the grass. So another couple of weeks before it's really all grown real good. So I used I think it's called Yard Works, just a lawn tractor with a mowing deck on it, probably about a 2000 or 2005, 15 horsepower, single cylinder, 42 inch, great little tractor. Got it for free about 5 years ago. Fixed up a few things on it. And I took the battery over the other day, put the battery in, wound her over for about 5 seconds, and it was running. Drove it out of the garage, started up the deck, and away we went. So it makes you wonder if you should be fooling with this old stuff or not. So it works great. It's easy to steer, easy on gas, and I don't have a picture of it or anything, but it's just a green Yard Works lawn tractor, I guess you call it. So, and oh, and it's got cruise control. I often kind of thought that was foolish for a lawn tractor, but the other day my foot was kind of getting sore pushing on the pedal, so I used it, and that works pretty good, really. I was going slower than I wanted to, but that was all right. I wasn't in a rush. So it's a good little tractor. What else have we got here? Oh, we got No work done on Kablooey. The Ford or Jacobson tractor that I fixed up the engine for a few weeks ago, and we did get the engine in it and we have it running, but that's as far as we've gotten. So I was thinking the other day, probably be next year before we get it to cut grass. Jumping, just can't seem to get everything done. So, I did watch your video, Joseph, and it was a good idea, I think, to move your, I forget now what you call that, but the little catch on the chain. I guess I never noticed that in the video either, but when I do put chains together, I always put that little catch so that it can't come off. And I'll show you here. This is the snow blower for the case 224 in the garage. And there's the little catch for the chain. I don't know if you can see, but the opening is on the back and it's solid on the front. And this turns this way. So it can't get jumped off because of something hitting it. So that's a good thing to do. Really chewing her up there. I can't get you a very good view of it. So I'm hoping to get this inside someday soon. And what else have we got on the go here? I got another new way to, well, I never really did mark wood to cut it. A lot of people mark their wood when they go to cut it, so that it's always at 16-inch or 18-inch or whatever they cut it at. So I got a new system here I just thought of the other day. I'll do a little demonstration. And this kind of came about because of that stand that I'm making. It's real easy for me to get to the wood because it's right at the same height as I am, and it's only a foot or a foot and a half away from me, so I can get into it, you know. So we'll do a little demonstration here on that. I kind of think it's going to work pretty good. There are better ways, or there are different ways, or whatever anybody wants to do. Because we have this Saker mini electric chainsaw, this is a great rig. You know, I haven't used it a great deal, but I have used it. And I know when I'm in the garage here thinking about doing something and I need a piece of wood cut, that's the thing I go for. It's a dandy little unit, that. So my thinking is, and I did use it and I did try it, so let's pretend this is an 8-foot log. And you're measuring, you want to measure to have 16-inch cuts or 18 or 14 or whatever you want. So you'd measure off where you want and mark it. And there. Anyway, just like that. So that's kind of slick, I think, that. This is nice and light, easy to use. But there you are, there's your marks. It's just as quick as that. And of course, a lot of people just use their chainsaw. They have different items on the chainsaw. They have magnetic measuring things that go onto the bar, and then they have some of them have a laser light that the light goes on here, and you can see that. And anyway, the little saker seems to work pretty good. That's just a quick little thing there. So I like it. That's a great little saw, that. And then the son got me a few extra things and a case for it. So, and I used it in the woods last year to make a trail, so we can get the tractor seen around with the trailer on to go to our dumping spot. And it was dandy for that, because you could go along and hold the tree, and you know, the little trees that are there that are ½ inch or an inch big, you can hold on to them and then use the little saker to kind of go along and snip them off, instead of using a chainsaw, a big giant chainsaw. So what else we got here? I think I'm kind of getting through them here. Oh yeah. Now this is just for fun and entertainment, but I was thinking about making a plaque to put up here for the Leakin' Beepin' Chainsaw. Here lies the Leakin' Beepin' Chainsaw, 2023 to 2024. Oh dear. So what else? Okay, we'll get into the stickers here. I don't have any stickers to put up this week, so we'll see if I can remember anything here. Retired for life. Brian was doing some sawmilling, and he's got an awful lot of lumber sawed up in one of his videos here just this week. And he had another video there of the northern lights that he had taken pictures of. And Jeremiah was out splitting wood today. Great system there, Jeremiah. It cut up the wood in the trailer, set the wood on top of the tailgate, which was up off the ground 16 inches, and had it close to the wood splitter, so you could just stand there and basically pick up the rounds and set them right up on top of the wood splitter. No bending to the ground. And split them and throw them into the escalator and up into the pile. Slick system. Like that. What else have we got here? Rick's outdoors. Well, they're still busy. I think Rick has got something with the sciatic nerve now he's having trouble with, so having a little bit more trouble. But they're still splitting wood. Anita's doing all the work there. She's the superwoman, and she's gonna, I think, maybe get a cape. And I think they're going to the show this coming weekend. I think there's a show they're going to, and they have new shirts too. So with their the same logo but without the blue, just kind of the white, and put it onto a shirt kind of thing. Yeah. So Grampy's Workshop. Holy cats! Now I remembered that this morning, and now I can't remember. Yeah, there you go. And Luke had a video out too. Now I can't remember what that is either. Orange is my new green. Grampy's Workshop. You should go and have a look at them two channels. Great videos there. Murphy Mowers. Lynn's keeping busy. Garden Tractor Boy did a video on his axle on the Boland's Rider-matic that he's fixing up. Coming along good with that. In the backyard with Dale, Boater Bob, and Mr. Gary and Miss Betty, Kenny, Open Air Adventure. And Dave had a video out this morning. He had his tractor over to a new neighbor, I guess, and digging out some stumps with his Mahindra tractor with the backhoe. Boy, that's an impressive little tractor, that thing, boy. It just tore them stumps right out of there just like that. Yes, sir. Should go and watch that video. That's a good one. Maintenance with Mike, he was using his backhoe too to do his new pad where he's going to set up his attachments on. And Brock had a good video too this week. He got another John Deere tractor, a 210. So he's getting that fixed up. It does run, but I think it does need some more little bits of work. And we have Gravely Small Engine Repair and Everyday Projects. Oh, yes, a Gravely Small Engine Repair, that is Artie, and Everyday Projects is Craig. Rick had his antique tool video on earlier today, so anyway, that's good, Rick. I enjoyed that. That was quite a tool, that. And I think Rick is going to take a break from doing that. Maybe, hopefully, he'll start up the antique tool segments again in the fall, maybe. And this fellow here, you just never know about him. Tired promotion, okay. Tucker and I out and about. Cod Raven. He had another video on today of the second move from Nova Scotia to Newfoundland. Larry Cluck, Ross on the land, Alan at Club Dora. Big Sons is always doing something, either cutting grass or taking junk to the dump, or busy, busy, busy. Just like these two people here, these are about the two busiest people I think I've ever seen. Yeah, they finally got some of their wood stands out. They sell bundle of wood and kindling. The Log Father, Darren Wells, different stuff. Father and Son Outdoors, and the Bradleys on Catbird Hill. Yes, sir. Great videos there with John. There, I think that's it. Anyway, they're all good channels to watch. They all have something different. They're all interested in different things, and great entertainment to watch. So, I think that's about it. I am sure that I forgot something. Anyway. So I guess we're going to call her done here. I'll just do a little ending. Get you set up here. Yeah, look at that. There now. So I think I'm going to see if my wife wants to go for a little drive and a coffee, maybe something that we don't normally do. But anyway, my son and his family were here for a couple of hours. They just left about a half hour or so ago, and grandson was here. So my son is going to British Columbia next Saturday. Of all places to go to, I guess. But anyway, it's not like him to travel much. It's not. He's not a traveler. So I'm kind of surprised that he would even do that. But anyway, his buddy bought a 1993 Ford 1-ton, 4-wheel drive, dual wheels on the back, and I don't know what you call these, but anyway, it doesn't have a Ford diesel in it. It's got a Cummins diesel in it, like you'd see in the 3/4 Dodge trucks. And it's got a great big camper on the back of it. And this camper apparently is winter usable. It's insulated well enough, and the water tanks and stuff are all insulated well enough that it won't freeze. So anyway, they're flying out next Saturday to go to BC to pick up this vehicle and drive it back across Canada to Prince Edward Island. Now, I certainly wouldn't do anything like that. That's not me, I guess. But they're young fellows, so I guess that's the way it is. But anyway, this fella, my son's buddy, I always wanted a camper kind of a rig, and had been looking for them, all along. But anyway, this is what he found out in BC. Now the camper that's on the back of this Ford truck was made by a company in BC, and apparently the company is still in business. So this young fellow has always, like I say, been searching for campers, and anytime he found one, he always found it was always out west, always BC or Alberta or somewhere out that way, and I could never find anything here. So I guess that's why these campers are more popular out there, is because the business was out there that made them. So anyway, away they go. I'm hoping that they can make it back, because apparently the thing runs and drives and all that, but how would you know? As my son says, what am I going to do if the brake caliper sticks on it or something? Oh dear. Anyway, they'll get her figured out and get her back home somehow. So they figure they'll be 10 days gone away. So anyway, I guess that's the way it is. So we'll end her up here. I think I'm getting close to my 30 minutes. I better have a look before I go on any further. Yeah, I think I'll stop you here just for a second, and then I'll restart, just so I don't want to get off kilter here, I guess. Anyway, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers that are out there, and there's a lot of YouTube channels with mothers involved, that's for sure. So happy Mother's Day to all of you people, and hope you are having a great day. And I guess that's about it. I just want to say that happy Mother's Day. And I know that there's mothers involved in all of these channels here. Maybe not all of them, but there are mothers involved. So happy Mother's Day to all those YouTube mothers. Yes, sir. All right, that's where we're going to cut her off at, because I'm going to start to ramble. and the rambling is not good. I don't use any script or rehearse anything, so that's the way it goes. All right, so we'll see you again sometime. Make sure you go and have a look at all these channels here. They're all great channels to watch. All right, goodbye now.